Hey guys, this is Fishball. So today we are going to be doing another renovation because I think you guys quite liked my last renovation video, so here's another one. And today we are going to be decorating the starter house. So let's get going. So I bought the starter house and this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure all of us know what it looks like already, but I'm just going to take you on a really quick tour. So this is the door, this is the dining room, the kitchen, the living room, the bedroom, the bathroom with no windows. Very tragic. So this is a very basic tour of it. It's actually not that big. So I guess the first thing I could do is just move some stuff and delete some things that I don't think I would need. So I've deleted the stuff that I don't think I would use for now, and I've basically just cleared up the lightings and some of the furniture. I don't like this area because it does look a bit flat. I guess the first thing we could do is just to maybe make the bedroom a bit smaller and maybe change the color of this. So I was thinking I would make a Japanese looking room. We could use white and then find a nice material for the outside. So I guess I could make this white for now. We could add some wall trims so then it doesn't look as boring. So you can watch me fumble around with the exterior windows and stuff. So basically I just added a pillar and more pillars and windows and some wall trims to make it give that Japanese feeling. I feel like that looks pretty good. You can tell like that's one window. I think I'll keep this as the entryway. And I also finished deleting the rest of the walls and replacing them with the white ones because it's just cheaper to do that than to recolor all of them for 20 Roblox dollars. I actually don't really like the front door, so I'm going to change it to something else. Okay, so I know this is a prison door, but like, hear me out. I think this actually would match the vibe a lot better if I changed the colors of it. Like, when you look at it, you won't even think it's a prison door. See, it looks pretty good. Okay, so don't call the cops on me, but I'm actually really liking this, and I'm promising you that I'm not an escapee. So I'm gonna add some plants here, and this would make the door not look as similar as a prison door. So like, you guys need to keep quiet so I don't blow my cover. I think I'll also change this dining table as well, somehow. Also, we need some doors, so I guess we could use simple sliding doors this time because it doesn't take up that much space, and I feel like sliding doors are a bit common in Japanese buildings, so it will match the vibe. So I've changed the colors of the sliding door and now I'm just adding one to the bathroom. Wait! I just realized I forgot to add the planks on the windows on the inside of the window. I fixed it, so it's okay now. And now I'm just adding the sink in and the rest of the kitchen things I need. So I don't really want a dining table, so I'm just gonna use a desk like that. And I'm just going to add 2 stools behind the desk, so then you have a little bar area without it being too big. And I'm also going to redo some walls over here. So this is what it looks like now. I think it looks pretty good. And now we're going to do the roof. So I was thinking of doing a Japanese looking roof, which is something like this picture. So you can see it has sort of a gable roof on top and then maybe slanted roofs on the side. So we're going to try that and see how it goes. So I added 2 gable roofs that's intersecting each other, and now I'm just adding slanted roofs all around the house. So I'll show you how it looks like when it's done. So this is what it looks like right now. I think it's pretty good. So I might add some lightings around to make it look a bit more friendly looking. So I really want a Japanese looking lantern. So I think these ones look pretty nice. So we're gonna go with those. And I changed the color a bit to linen. And I'm just going to copy it all around the house. Also, I think I'm going to move it slightly down so then the line on the lantern matches with the wall trim line thing to make it look a bit more put together, I guess. And I think it looks pretty good right now. So moving on to the kitchen, I'm going to use this new texture for the counter. I actually don't think it's a super new texture, but I'm using it now because I only remembered to use it now, so we're going to use it now. Wait, I forgot to add a stove here. Okay, so let me grab that. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so now I'm getting the stove. So we put it down, and then I'm also going to get the fryer before I forget again. So now I'm just moving everything around a bit to accommodate the new stuff that I added, which I should not have forgotten, but I did. So I'm just adding another counter here so that the kitchen just doesn't break off all of a sudden. And this is going to be a time lapse of me somewhat decorating the kitchen because I really don't know what to say here, but I'm just adding the Hoover, I think that's what it's called, the thing above the stove. And I'm adding some chairs here using the same like chair hack I did for my beach house, which is just adding some rods over this stool to make it look a bit more structurally interesting. But yeah, I'm just making it white with like, was it the grid looking texture? Like, you know in maths books, you have those grid textures, those kinds. But yeah, that's done. And now we're going to move on into the living room. And here I've added some tables, console tables, coffee tables, and now I'm just going to add a TV. I don't think I'll use a very expensive one because I don't think this is a big house anyway, so we'll just get this Acul Sim TV, and I'm gonna change it into white. Why is it upside down? Okay, wait. Okay, so now it's facing the right way. I'm going to change the color of it into white, for both parts white, so then it looks like a nicer TV instead of the whole thing looking black. And now I'm just adding some couches. I ended up using these ones because I think it had really nice wood elements and white elements, which is like kind of the whole vibe around the house. So I'm just gonna add another one here. And this is about what the living room looks like so far. And then moving on to the bedroom, we have a bed and a nightstand. So now I'm just going to add a bed cover over it, the comforter over it, because I think it makes the bed look more realistic because it looks like more 3D, I guess. And then I'm also going to add a closed closet in the bedroom because I think that makes sense. Also, I changed my mind about the dining table. At the beginning of the video, I was thinking of keeping it as a dining table, but now I've decided to make it into sort of a office area because we don't have one and I don't think there's enough space in the bedroom to do that. So we're just gonna move it into the more open areas. So I'm just gonna add some books, some baskets, and some paper to it, and then just add a few more decorations here and there. So I actually added some more lanterns on the outside of the build. So now it has a nicer warm tone color on the walls, and I think that looks really nice. So I'm just adding some incense stick thingies here and just adding a few more details here and there. So this is what it looks like now. I've added a few more shoes on the bottom to make it look like a shoe rack, but I think it's turning out pretty good. So I've added some more appliances in the kitchen, such as the blender and the tea machine. And now I'm just adding a dish rack to the build because it looked a bit empty on this side. And now I'm just adding another shelf and copying some of the decorations from the office area into the living room. So this is what the shelf currently looks like, and I'm just going to decorate the coffee table with a few more magazines. So I added a few more plants to the outside, the living room and the kitchen side, and now I'm just adding a mirror and just adding a few more decorations in the bedroom. So I tried to put a shower in there and it didn't really fit, so now we're going to use a bathtub instead. And if you just change the color a bit into maybe marble and black metal, it would look so much more modern than the wooden one. And it's kind of a hack that I've been using for a while. I don't even know if you can call this a hack, but I think it's a pretty nice touch to a build. And if you add this sink with this coffee table, it will make a really nice sink combo. And it looks something like this, and then you can also add the different toiletries that you want on the table. And it's also not as big or bulky looking as a sink with a counter, so I use this in a few of my builds as well. Just thought I'd share with you guys. And I actually don't really like putting pillows on beds, but I think it really does add a lot to the build because it makes the bed look a bit more comfier and fuller. So I'm just doing a very default 3 pillows in the back, 2 at the front, pyramid looking pillow combination here. And I've basically finished the inside, so we're just gonna add a little pathway at the front of the house and decorate the front a bit so it doesn't look that empty. So I added a few more trees and a few more bushes, and the last thing we're gonna do, I think, is just adding a few planters and maybe a bag of soil, and then that will be it. So I'm going to take you guys on a tour of this renovation build. So let's go. So guys, the house is finally finished, and this is what the outside currently looks like. So let's get on with the tour. So the current house value is at 60k, which I think it's pretty good. I didn't really do that much with the fences because, okay, why is there a stick there? Okay, so I removed the stick, so now we can get on with the tour. The outside is pretty simple, a few trees, a few bushes, and then we have some plants here that is currently growing. So you go through the door here, and then you'll see the shoe rack and your keys and your telephone. And then here is the little office space with books behind the laptop and some, what is it called, file organizers. And then here's a little pet bed for your pets. And then over here you can have your TV and your living room, so these couches match. And then you have your shelf here as well. I think it looks pretty cute and cozy. And here's the kitchen. It's the same chair from here and there to make it more cohesive. And then here's some appliances that you would need: your stove, your sink, some cabinet spaces, and your fridge. And then if you go inside this room here, you'll have your bedroom with closet space, some more lighting, and a mirror. And then this is the bathroom, which I kind of think is the more decorated room compared to the bedroom. So you have your bathtub, your towels, your sink, and yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. So bye!